Today we're going to be learning Itzy's dance. It's called ICY. We're going to be learning about the last minute. So if you watch the dance practice video, it's about 2:08 to 3:12 that we'll be learning. I will say that we're going to be learning the dance break section into like the chorus and some other verses. So like with the dance break, we're going to just jump right into it. So if you haven't warmed up, I would say like kind of mark the movements at first, and while your body gets warm, then you can do the movements more full out. This stream, it might crash and burn. Who knows? I always have to say that. Who knows? If anything happens, but we'll have fun anyway. We're going to start the transition into the dance break. So with that part, we're going to be facing stage left. So if you're on the stage, if you're the dancer who's like on the stage, this is your left and right. And I'm mirroring you, so you don't have to correct anything. So this is your left and this is your right. So we're going to start stage left, and what we're going to do, we're going to just walk right, left. And when I mean by right, left, I just mean our legs. So our legs just go right, left. And at the same time, with opposition, your hands are going to go up and up. So we're kind of pumping our arms with that. So we have 5, 6. On 7, you're going to face the front and look down. And both of your arms are down and your right leg is beveled. So what I mean by that is like you kind of have it popped and you're on like the ball of your foot. So again, we have 5, 6, 7, and your head is down. And on 8, your arms rise and your head rises. On 1, you're going to cross your arms and you're also going to kick out your leg. So that's 1. And then 2, you're going to come down into like a wide second position with your arms by your sides. On and, you're going to flick your left leg in, kind of like, so your knee is out, you're going to flick it in, and at the same time, you're going to flick your hand down. So that's and. On 3, you bring it back out, and then on and, you bring the other leg. You just do the same thing with the other leg. We said 1, 2, and 3, and. On 4, your feet come together and your arms rise. That's actually 4, 5. So you take 2 counts to do that. So on 6, what you're going to do, you're going to step forward with your right leg, and your arms also come down towards your chest. Sorry if I hit the mic on accident. I might do that occasionally. So that's 6. And your left leg comes to meet your right, and your arms rise up. That's 6 and. And then on 7, everything comes down. So your hands are kind of on your knees, and you are kind of collapsed forward. That's 7. On 8, your arms are going to come forward, and you're going to jump out with your legs. Let's go from 4, 5. So we did 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. And you want to also, this part we're about to go to the ground, so the wider you can jump forward, the better it is. But so from 8, what you're going to do, each part takes about 1 count. So from 8, on 1, you're going to slam your hands down to the ground. So they're going to come all the way to the ground. On 2, you're going to jump to this kind of crouched position. You don't want your legs too close together because we're going to move to the other side. So you want them to be kind of wide. So it's kind of best to have like one leg, one arm, the other leg, then the other arm, so that everything's kind of spaced out. Then 3, you open up to the side. On and, you're going to close. On 4, you're going to shake. They say shake it, so like I kind of use my hip, but like you can also use your shoulder, and they also kind of rise up for that part. And I would recommend not like leaning or like putting your weight all into your ankles and kind of just resting here, because like we're moving. I would say like it's kind of best to try and stay kind of on top of yourself, if that makes sense. On 5, we just rise up, and 6, 7, 8, you can just walk to a new spot in the room, because there's 5 dancers, so they're kind of just changing positions, and you can just walk wherever you want in your space. So you have 3 counts for that. That's 6, 7, 8 somewhere. So let's go back from the top and stitch that bottom part together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we just came up, we had 5 when we stepped 6, 7, 8. The next part, you're gonna step forward. That's 1, and your arms come out. So that's 1. On 2, they come in, 2, then you're gonna swing out, and 3. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So on 3, your arms come out. At the same time, you're going to jump out into a wide second position. So we have 1, 2, and 3. And then on 4, you jump together and your arms are gonna come up. That's 4. And then on 5, 6, you're gonna jump out again and you're gonna punch down 5, 6. Then on and 7, so the timing is a little faster, you're gonna punch down front, back on your left side. So that's and 7. So the difference is 5, 6, and 7. So that and comes back. The left one comes forward a little faster. Let's go from the 1 again. We have 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then on 8, you're gonna jump together. There's like a lot of in and out. 5, 6, and 7, okay. And then you're gonna swing your arms around your head from left to right. So if I come closer so you can see, I'm gonna swing around like that. That's on 8, 1. And that actually reminds me, so you're gonna swing around, but at the same time, you can put your whole body into it. So I would move my hips from the left to the right at the same time when I do 8 and 1. From 8, 1, 2, and 3. 2, you're going to hit this pose. So your arm is kind of behind your head and your left arm is straight with a flexed palm. And at the same time, your hip mimics where your arm is moving. So you also shift your weight to your left. So that's 2. And you're going to just raise it up. So your right arm will come down, your left arm comes up, and you kind of switch your hips. They're not really going in either direction, they're kind of just forward. And on 3, you just hit the same pose as 2, but to the right side. So your right palm, your right arm is flexed as well and straight, your left arm is behind your head, your right hip is pointing, or like you're leaning on your right hip. So let's do that all together. So from 8, 1. 8, 1, 2, and 3. And then on 4, you're just going to lift your arm, lift your right arm and your left leg. And then just to get you out of here so you're not staying here, you kind of just walk back 5, 6, 7, 8. And then on 8, you're going to have your hand, your left hand is on your hip. Okay. Let's go from 1 and put all that together. We'll go pretty slow. So we just came up, we had 5 come up, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, let's stitch, I'm thinking, all of that from the top, and we will go pretty slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, up 5. Walk 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Walk 5, 6, 7, 8. From there, what you're going to do, you're going to step right, step left, cross over, right, and left. Because that's the pathway that the dancer goes. If your space doesn't allow that, then you can take 4 steps however you see fit, or you can within your space. So that would be right, left, left. And at the same time, what you're going to do when you step on your right, so you're going to point towards the camera on, that would be 1. And then on 2, you're going to swipe around your head. 3 and 4, you do whatever you want with your arms, or you can just keep them down. So we just came, We had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. From there, she says what they say. And there are 3 poses with that. So the first one, you lean on your left and your arms are out. That's what. You're going to lean on your right and you're going to have your right hand down and your left arm by your cheek. On say, you're going to pick up your right leg, your right arm switches to being flexed, and then your left arm is also straight, and then you have a flexed palm. So you can't really see me, but that's what's happening. So we have what they say. And then on 8 and, your arm and your leg both come down, and your arms are on your thighs. On and, you come, so your hands are kind of on your back / your hips, and you are kind of leaning on your right hip and your left leg is bent. We can go from 1 when we turn around. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. What they say. 8 and then on 1, 2, 3, 4, you're just tapping your heel into the ground. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just do that on the first 4 counts. So that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then after 1, 2, 3, 4, she's going to say another little phrase, and that is, it's okay. So you're going to do 3 more poses again. So what you're going to do, you're going to come forward with your left leg, and at the same time, you're going to present your right arm. So that's it's. And then O, what you do is you're going to have your finger like in an okay position, like whatever this symbol is, and you're going to bring your right leg in. And then on K, I believe she just brings it down. We have it's, left comes forward, right hand presents, O, K. And then at the same time, you can kind of move your chest away while you are saying K to make it, a bigger movement, if that makes sense. Let's go from what they say, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, it's okay. We just came around 1, 2, 3, 4, what they say, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, it's okay. And then from the it's okay, which you can do on and 8 and, you can do just this little shoulder action happening. Just switch your shoulders forward, forward, forward. And that's and 8 and, excuse me. So that's and 8 and. Let's stitch that, I'm thinking from 1, 2, and 3. I'll count us in 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. What they say. 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay. And 8 and. Let's just go from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Up 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. What they say. 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay. And 8 and. So we shall go on from there. We had and 8 and. So you're going to face the side. And what you're going to do is you're going to step left, right, left, up. So that up part is you're kind of just going, let me see if I can show it from here. Like you're kind of just going on releve just a little bit. And at the same time, we have point, 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 point. So we just had and 8 and 1 and 2 and. That's what that is all together. We have 1 and 2 and. So you kind of pause there for 3. So we had 1 and 2 and then you're going to pause on 3. And then and 4, you're kind of just bring your arm down and then come back to the front. So together we have 1 and 2 and 4. Then on 5, 6, you're going to, but you're kind of snapping with your finger, with your hand, and at the same time you're popping out your hip. So that's 5, 6. So together, we'll add all that together. We have 1 and 2 and 4, 5, 6. We just did 5, 6. And then on 7, you're going to slam down on 7. So we just came from this up position, 5, 6, 7. So your head kind of goes to the front and your arm also swings to the front, 7. And then on 8, what we do, we're going to have this position. So from the side, yeah, it's more like this. That's what the position looks like on 8. The next part's super, super easy. Wherever you are in your space, whatever this allows, we're just going to walk right, left, and that can be wherever you want in your space. And at the same time, what you're going to do is you're going to cross this way, cross the other way, then you use pump forward, forward. And that's just forward, forward, like that. Your hands are flexed and they're just extending forward. Then on 5, 6, you're going to pop out and you're going to raise your arms up. Then on 6 and 7, you're going to snake down. So I'm with my hips, I'm going left, right, left. And the third time I come to the third one, so we have 1, 2, 3, the third one, my left leg is kind of bent and I lean forward. So we had 5, 6, and 7. On 8, you're going to come back up. If you want like what your arms are doing, we came up on 5. I come back around and then I come to the front and then I come back to the back. So we had 5, 6, cross to the front, then come to the back. That's 6 and 7. And then you pop back up on 8. Let's go back from this one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. So let's put all of that together from the top. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, up 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. What they say. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay. And 8, and 1, and 2, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. We came back on 8. So and 1, what you're going to do is flick your hands and 1, and then at the same time you're going to step out. So we already are kind of out when we did the 5, 6, 7, 8, but you're going to step out a little more. So that's and 1, and you're also going to lean forward. So we had 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1. And 1, and then on 2, you're going to bring your arms together. And 3, what we're going to do, we're going to like, kind of like we're like, if someone's talking, because they say if someone's talking, I keep walking, so they do this motion a lot. So we're going to do that 3 times. That is on, I think that's on 2 and 3. And on the and 3, you're also leaning on your left thigh when you do and 3. So we had 2 and 3. And then on 4, you come back up. So and 5, you come together and 5. That is right, left. So we come together and 5. At the same time, your arms are going to come out and 5, 6. So the arms are going to drag out longer than what your legs are doing. So we had 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. They kind of pop out, but I just step out. But you can pop out if you want. That's on 7, just like a little pop out. And at the same time, your hands are going to be now flexed with your palms facing the sky or the ceiling, whatever. So that's 7. And then on 8, you're going to cross your right over your left shoulder and your left arm comes down. And you're going to come up. So together we have and 1, 2, and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and. Again, we just had 5, no one can stop us now, and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and. Then on 1 you're going to bring it down, then you switch over on 2, then on 3, 4 you're going to do the same like someone's talking, you're mimicking someone's talking. That's 3, 4. So we had 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4, you're going to throw your arm up and also your leg up at the same time. That's and. Then you're going to just walk 5, 6, 7, 8 into wherever position you want. You can in your space or just in place. Similar to how we started off with this pumping motion, you're doing the same thing. This will come back a lot. So we had, let's see. Let's go from and 1. So we had 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. From there, you're going to do the same motion again. You're going to go and 1 and also with your legs coming out right, left, and bending forward. So you have and 1, you hold 2, and then the next part is and 3. So we have and 1, hold 2, and. So on and you're going to sit on your right hip. On 3, you're going to sit on your left hip. And at the same time, you're kind of, it's not exactly a crown motion, but it's kind of like a large crown type of thing. So if we put all that together, that's and 1, hold 2, and 3, 4. 4, you're going to come back to the right, but then you're going to switch your facing so that you're kind of facing your left side, but not like directly side. It's more of like a diagonal thing, I would say. And then at the same time, you're going to bring your arms down because the next movement, you're going to hit it like this, but just before we get there, you just come down and swing to the side-ish. So together, that's and 1, hold 2, and 3, 4. And then on 5, you're going to, it's kind of like you're making a fist. You're kind of making this fist pose, and you're also, similar to how on 7 in the beginning we had our leg beveled, it's the same thing here. And then your arm is just kind of like a flexing my muscles sort of thing. And then on 6, what you're going to do, you're going to bring it to the other side. So from this arm, it kind of comes down. You kind of lead with your elbow to come down, and then you're going to smack it with your other hand. At the same time, for your legs, they were here, and then you kind of step out. You kind of step out to the other side, and then you're going to step when you clap. So we had, what is this, 5, 6, and. Okay, yeah. So this is 6, and then this is 7. So on 7, after we did our clap, we stepped in, we clapped. Then on 7, you're going to step out, and then it's kind of like a, how do I explain this? So you're kind of sitting in your hips, and then you swing back, and then at the same time, you're pointing towards yourself for that part. So let's do that slow from and 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, hold 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's tack that on from the first time we do this. Whew, so we just came up 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, hold 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Let's add that on from this part. I'll count us in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, hold 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. So from there, you're gonna kind of reach towards your left. This is on and then you're gonna bring it down on 1, 2, 3, 4 again. So we did this before. This sway with the talking thing. So we have and 1, 2, 3, 4 again. You lift up your left arm, no, your right arm and your right leg, and then you're gonna step 5, 6, 7, 8. That's right, left for your legs, and left, right for your arms. So the next part is 1, obviously. So 1, we don't really necessarily pop out, but you can. So you're in this like powerful, you know, Superman, Superwoman, superhuman stance with your legs wide apart and your hands on your hips. And what you're gonna do, you're just gonna go back and forth, right, left, 5 times with your shoulders. So right, left, right. And at the same time, it's kind of hard to see, but with your legs, you're gonna go out, 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 out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the same time, your legs are gonna go out, then they switch out, 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 out. So put all that together, we hit 1. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 5, 6. So you do it 5 times. From there, you're going to get raise up from your right leg and go to the side. And at the same time, you're going to like do this eye action. Instead of having your hands just, you can have your hands just kind of out like that, but they kind of have it more specific. There's kind of more detail to it, and this is what I picked up from watching the video. I don't know if this is the actual way they do it, but I just put my index finger and my middle finger together instead of having them spread out like that. So just to make, I think there's a little bit more detail there. So that's 7, 8. So we just had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're gonna hold on 1, and then on 2, you're going to come to the front, or come to the side rather. You're going to step to the side with your right leg and also punch. Let me see if I can punch in the air with your left arm. That's on 2. And then on 3, you're just gonna turn with your right leg to the back. So first you're gonna step to the front side, then step to the back side. And what I mean by side is you're facing the side, but you are stepping to the front, if that makes sense. So we had 7, 8, hold 1, 2, 3. It's like a pivot. So you pivot, pivot. On 4, you're gonna kind of step to the front. So what you're doing, it's kind of like a hip sway, this kind of moon dip. And at the same time, your hands are like this. They're in this kind of like a T formation, and you're gonna dip to the, you're facing, your body is facing the side, but you are facing, your face is facing the front. So that's 4. And then on 5, your right leg comes in, and you kind of like, they have a sound, it's like a woo sound, except it's higher pitched than that. And then you're kind of mimicking that with your hands in front of your face, and you're leaning forward. So that's like a woo on that part. So we can go from, we hold on 1, so we had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on 6, you just come back. You just come back to, I guess, the stationary. That is 6. And then on 7, 8, you're gonna roll your head from the right to the left. So that's 7, 8. Let's go from, we'll go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, walk 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you want a lyric mark, if you're more of like a lyric person versus a counts person, what she says or what the dancers say or the idols say at that part, I think they say, you see that I'm icy. So that's, you see that I'm icy. So that's 7, 8 if you want like a Okay, look, I'm on the right timing because that's on 7, 8. After 7, 8, you're gonna kind of have this chest pop motion. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. At the same time, you're in this kind of sort of groove where your arms are coming a little bit out as your chest comes out. So your legs at the same time, they're kind of doing a similar motion of the up and back, but they're going out and in instead. So it's like out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. So if you put that all together, we just came around 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I don't think it matters exactly where you go in the space because, again, there's 5 of them, so they're changing positions a little bit. But if you want to follow me, I normally will travel to the right when I do that. So 5, 6, you're gonna step right, left. If you do it from the side, it'd be like 5, 6. So that's what your legs are doing. What your hands are doing, I don't remember what the left hand is doing. I think it's like on your chest, but your right arm is gonna go 5 and 6. So you're gonna go down, 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 down while you're stepping. So your legs are just going 5, 6, but your hand is going 5 and 6. 7, 8, what you're gonna do is you're going to step right, left. If I do it to the front, so you can see, I step right, I step left. And then at the same time, when I step right, so I'm away from you're gonna be like away from the camera, your hands are gonna come in. And then when I step left, so when I'm kind of facing the camera, I'm gonna swipe down my chest. So from the side, it would look like 7, 8. But since this is my actual front, it'll look like 7, 8. Okay, let's go from the hold on one. So we just had 7, 8, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. Let's go from the first one when we had 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2 and. Let's go from there. 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, hold 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see that I'm ICY hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. So we just swipe down on 8. On 1, 2, 3, 4, you're gonna swivel around on 1, kick up your leg 2, 3, 4. If I do it to the front, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So on 1, you're gonna swipe down. So while you're moving your hips around, you're gonna swipe down. 2, with the kick up, you're gonna slap your hand down. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. At the same time, your legs are going 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we put that together, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 is very easy. 5, 6, you just come to the front. You're just gonna stand there. So that's 5, 6, right, left, 5, 6. 7, 8, again, you're gonna do the same like eye swipe movement. And again, that would be 7, 8. On and, your arms are gonna come down and they're gonna come back up. So we have 7, 8, and. And since your hip is already kind of leaning towards your left, you keep it to the left as you come down. In the choreography, she brings her arms here because the other 4 dancers are crowning her. Like they put their hands to make up a crown. So instead of being here, if you want to raise up your arms all the way and make a crown for yourself, you can totally do that. That's what I usually do. So let's go from the first one of these. So we just had 5, no, 1 can stop us now, and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, hold 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and. I'm thinking we can go from the top now. We'll just do it with counts first. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Up 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. What they say. 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay. And 8 and 1 and 2 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No one can stop us now. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Hold 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see that I'm icy. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and. Whew. So that is the end of the class today, the tutorial. I hope all of you had fun, but just so I don't end up leaving you just kind of by yourself, it is good to do some stretches and some simpler movements just to get the blood to slow down. You can do some stretches like that. You can do some hamstring stretches where you go all the way to the ground, things like that. You can kind of stretch out your back and your shoulders with these type of stretches as well. Whew. Yeah, you can do stuff like that. And since we did jump around a lot, you can also stretch out your quads as well. So thank you all for coming, and that is the end of the tutorial. So I will see y'all another time.